Hey royalty, it's Ellie here. So in my last video I made, I was just talking about the different news articles and broadcasts by different media sources. We were talking about Trump's impeachment. Apparently he's been impeached today, but they can't get their stimulus checks out on time or correctly or without bouncing. What's up with y'all? Y'all are weird. You people in the government are weird. Y'all make it so obvious that you're playing into a narrative and you don't even care about the American people. What do you get paid for? Why do we pay your pensions? What are you doing? Anyway, so CNN is talking about Trump's statement. So I'm going to watch this video. This one is 11 and a half minutes long. So I'll let you guys know what I think about it. So, yeah. All right, so I'm in the middle of watching it. He just started talking, but I noticed something at the bottom of the screen. It's saying President Trump impeached, and it's talking about the article of impeachment. And it's saying that 232 people voted yay, 197 people voted nay, and 4 people decided not to vote. Who are those 4 people? And why don't we have their paychecks back in the taxpayer's pocket? You shouldn't be allowed to not vote in this situation. I more so respect the people who voted against the president than I do these people who decided not to vote. What are you getting paid for? I didn't even think it was an option for them not to vote. That does not make any sense. Anyway. All right, I'm still watching. To be very honest, this is probably the most sophisticated he sounds his whole time being president in this statement. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, go watch it. CNN has... I believe it's the full clip. I'm not done watching it yet, but I believe it's the full thing. It's pretty much the temperament that people probably would have preferred him to have during his presidency. He's not like being radical at all. But the only thing I really disagree with is he called the vaccines miracle vaccines. We all have our opinions, but I'm going to continue watching. Here this asshole goes. This old white dude with the glasses on. He, as soon as the camera cut off of the president to him, he was like, very scripted statement that he read off of a teleprompter. As if all of y'all don't read off teleprompters. With your forehead. I can't even talk about it. I used to wear glasses and my sisters wear glasses too. But man, if you don't get your big forehead looking... Bro. Anyway, so I listened to his whole statement. I'm going to listen to what these freaking people have to say about his statement. I'm already mad within the first second of them talking about his statement. Like, really? You go talk about how it's scripted? First of all, almost every time the president gives a speech, he has a little piece of paper he's reading from. So the fact that he's not reading from a piece of paper and instead it's a teleprompter behind the camera, you got an issue? He always makes sure he gets his notes down. The heck? I can't stand these people. Honestly. This is CNN, by the way. Okay, so the dude with the glasses, he said that he kind of confirmed my point that I said this is the temperament that he should have had, but he said weeks ago after the election. Now, I don't agree about the election thing, but this is the type of temperament that he should have had before this point while speaking. But he said that he didn't mention anything about congratulating the president-elect, nor talking about how he was impeached twice. I don't think those are relevant in the video. Didn't y'all want him to apologize for the violence that happened on Capitol Hill? Why does he have to address everything in this one thing when y'all only asked for that thing? They wanted to, get answers for the 5 people that died and for pretty much the violence that occurred, the illegal activity that occurred at the Capitol. Why does he have to address losing when y'all already know he doesn't accept the fact that he won? Like, y'all know that. Why y'all acting like, he's got to change his mind. He's not going to change his mind until Joe Biden is in office. And even then, he might not change his mind. But regardless, he doesn't have to address that in this video. He's talking about what happened on January 6th. And then second, what does this dude say? And yeah, also, why would he mention that he was impeached twice? I don't even think he mentioned that he was impeached the first time. Like, why does he have to mention that in this video? And who knows? This video could have been recorded like yesterday or the day before. So we don't know when he recorded this video. So he was confirmed to be impeached today. So he could have recorded this video a little while ago and they just waited to release it until today. So we don't know. I don't understand why he's adding so much to his statement that doesn't need to be said, but I'm gonna watch the rest of this. My problem is, okay, so the other white dude on here, he's saying, thank you, Mr. President, for your words. Well, where was this a week ago today? On his Twitter, the beginning of the day, he said that he didn't want violence. He said that in his tweets. So the same person y'all are asking for, where was this person on the day of the violence? He was there. He just wasn't in video form. He was just tweeting. And then they deleted his Twitter when he put up his video, which was pretty much the same thing. Just condemning the violence. So it's like, why are y'all acting like... I don't really understand. I really don't get it. I really don't understand. Let me just keep watching. Bruh! So this dude is saying that the Republicans were like telling him to release a statement. They're like telling people to back down, all this stuff. He did that in his video. Then his Twitter got deleted. What are they not understanding about this? How could he have said anything? Y'all know he don't like to go on the news because of this type of stuff. Somebody probably had their own full opinion about the statement, and now these guys are coming in behind it. They didn't edit the video or anything. You don't even have to. You just need people and their opinions to change what people think. That is what the problem is, because not everybody's going to look and try to find the, saved video. Someone might have saved it of his original statement that he put on Twitter. They see this one, and then they see these people talking about the statement in the way that they're talking about it. So I'm going to keep watching. So here comes this white lady. The white dude with the glasses was like, do you think that the president believes what he just said? And she's like, no, I don't. And I'm like, everything he just said couldn't have been more true. Because first of all, there's evidence. Well, it was evidence on Twitter. But there's also video evidence of him saying these exact same things before. They're just... I don't know. I guess because this is an official statement and not something on social media, they're taking it more seriously and respecting it more. So this lady, for her to say no, she doesn't believe that he means it. I'm like, who are you to cast judgment like that? Like, first of all, I know he asked you a question, but it's like, okay, why do you think that he wanted violence? Why do you think that he wanted there to be a problem? All he wanted was to make a statement and to get the votes turned around. And that's what the supporters want, the true supporters wanted. He said that you're not a supporter of mine if you are inciting violence against others and, different things like that. Just saying, like, I condemn any of the behavior that caused an issue that was illegal, all that type of thing. So to say that you don't believe him, what? I don't even understand. Anyway. Okay. So, she's one of those people who doesn't believe that there's any voter fraud, as most people, I guess, on CNN and most Democrats. Oh, why my hair is on the side looking like that? So I'm not gonna let anything she says bother me. She was like, there's no, like, I'm sorry, I apologize for, like, pretty much inciting any of the issues or my involvement in it. And she was like, he is the core of the reason that the people did the thing. I was like, yeah. He was the president that didn't get elected, and there's a bunch of voter fraud. So yes, he was at the core, but he never said break into the Capitol building, beat up police officers, chase them up the stairs. He never said do any of that. Steal a podium. Steal a podium? White people be wilding. So I went to a white school, and I know how white people are. This is why I have no issue saying certain things that I say. They be wilding, y'all. They be wilding. So as y'all can see. Anyway, so, I mean, like I said, the statement was good. And I feel like this is the temperament that people very much would have wanted while he was president, or at least during this term of being president. The white dude with the glasses was like, oh, no. It was just the lady. The lady said this was his attempt at damage control. And in a way, I can agree with that. I can say that this was a very good attempt at damage control. There is no controlling any damage, but I hope that the people who rioted and contributed to the riot, supported the riots, they see the statement and feel something. I hope they feel something and understand that what happened was wrong. I don't think anyone wanted there to be riots and storming in the Capitol building. Like, I don't think anyone wanted that, especially Donald Trump, because this just makes him look bad. This is what they're pushing. This is the reason that they're trying to push this impeachment. That's what the ground rule. And they're saying that, if he gets convicted, then, he'll go to jail, all this stuff. There's nothing to convict him to go to jail for. Those individuals made their own decisions. And y'all shouldn't have deleted his Twitter, because now you're deleting evidence that y'all could have used. But at the same time, there is no evidence that you can use, because all the evidence will go to his side. So, I mean, I don't know. Y'all, if y'all know Patrick Bet-David from Valuetainment, y'all may be familiar with wartime versus peacetime leader. We've been in peacetime for a while now. I know we've had like back and forths with Iran and Iraq and all them over there in the Middle East and stuff. But I think we are headed to wartime America. I don't think Joe Biden and Kamala Harris could handle wartime America. I feel like something might happen to where they're going to ask for Donald Trump to come back, or it'll prevent him from leaving office, because we're going to need a strong leader like him. They just don't seem like strong individuals who could handle being commander-in-chief. I just don't see it happening. I don't know. It's a fun thought, like the vice president of the first black president, he becomes president and he has a black colored vice president woman. That's a nice thought, but I just don't think it's going to happen. At least not right now. I feel like something's going to happen before a week from now. I actually misspoke in one of my videos. I said that every Tuesday is when they do something to disturb the American people. Today is Wednesdays. It's Wednesdays that happen, that something happens to disturb the American people. So he was impeached today. And then next week on Wednesday is Inauguration Day. So we're going to see what happens. I'm kind of excited. Like, I'll be watching this stuff. I'm like, ooh, what's going to happen next? On this next episode of America in Trouble. Like, dude. Also, anybody on the outside of the United States, thank you so much for your thoughts and prayers. You look, we need them. As you can see, we need them. It's wild. It's wild out here, bro. Man, it's crazy. And just to be clear, I'm not a Republican nor a Democrat, and I did not vote in this election. So I didn't vote because I didn't want to be emotionally swayed by what's happening, because I know if I would have voted, I would have voted for Donald Trump. I did not like him at first. I really didn't. But I don't like the legislation that the Democrats are pushing, especially under the Biden-Harris administration. I do not like them. I disagree wholeheartedly. Don't really care about the individuals. Never cared for Donald Trump. But I like what he's doing. I like how he worked with Kim Kardashian. I like how he worked with Kanye West to get people free from prison. I like how he was open to hearing out Ice Cube and anyone who was trying to do anything for the American people. I really appreciate that type of stuff. They don't really talk about that on the news too much. And so they only like to talk about it when it's controversial, not when things are getting done. So it is what it is with that. But yeah, I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay highly vibrational royalty. Make sure you guys are praying. Make sure you guys are meditating. I highly suggest, if you may not, you don't know what to focus on or pray for or whatever, Aaron Doughty has a meditation. It's a meditation for calibrating to the most optimal timeline. And so, yeah, I did that for 30 days while I was on my fast. And so, yeah, I listened to it in the morning and the evening. And so it was really cool. Helped me get to my better optimal timeline. As far as the collective, like, it was weird because the collective is a split. So like I said in my other video, it's a split going on. So you got people who are in the 3D, people who are blind, and then you got people who are shifting to the 5D, people who know what's going on and who are either trying to do something to help the situation, bring peace to the more people, to, do anything that is like helping people in some sort of way. That's where the 5D comes in, and people who are preparing pretty much for what's going to happen after certain events. And so, yeah. But yeah, also look up Valuetainment, Patrick Bet-David, Wartime versus Peacetime Leader. And you'll see what I'm talking about after you watch that video. And so he's talking about entrepreneurs, but a president is an entrepreneur, pretty much, or a business owner. They're like a CEO over a country. That's pretty much what it is. Government is a business. Government is also a spiritual gift. I'm going to talk about spiritual gifts in my video tomorrow, probably. But yeah, bye, royalty. Have a good night.